Back. Joining us in studio right now, we have David Groner with Acadiana Elder Law Clinic. Welcome back.
It's good to be back, Taylor.
It's great to have you. Okay, so last week we learned a lot when it comes to someone donating their house to their kids to kind of protect it from Medicaid and nursing homes. We learned that that might not be the best scenario, and you had a kind of a heartbreaking real-life account of that. And there's ways that people can go around that for donating a home to their children. Tell us about this.
Yes, in Louisiana we have the ability to separate the ownership from the right to possess.
Okay.
And the right to use and to, we enjoy the fruits and revenues. It's called a usufruct in Louisiana.
Okay.
And that way you separate the ownership, we call it the naked owner, and the person who has the usufruct gets to use, enjoy, and get all the benefits. For instance, what if a parent donates property to a child but maintains the usufruct over that property? What does that mean? Well, if they drill oil and hit an oil well under that property, guess who gets all the money? The parents.
Okay.
Because they get all the benefit.
Yeah.
If they are living on the property or have possession, they get to maintain that. Can the naked owner come and dispossess them? No. In fact, they can't even go on the property unless they do so with permission. So it's a very powerful, acts like a mortgage if you want to put it, but it enables you to separate, like I say, the ownership from the right of possession. This is important, it's really important when you do donations for the reasons we talked about last week. Especially if you still want the right to either enjoy the revenues from it or the right to possess it and use it. One problem with that, and that is that Medicaid says there's a value to having usufruct, and there is. There's an actual formula that we use through the courts to determine what is the value of the usufruct, and they'll make you spend that value on a nursing home before they will step in and pay. So we have to come up with a workaround. So we've come up with a workaround to where you can maintain your usufruct, but it disappears if you go into a nursing home.
I mean, we learned a lot. I'm glad that we continued this topic today. Thank you so much for kind of digging deeper and explaining this to us.
Well, it's a pleasure. You know, Louisiana law is a little complicated, and Medicaid's complicated, and trusts are complicated. We try to weave it all together to make sense and do what's best for our clients. Yeah, well, you did so today. I'm glad we tackled this. And I know you do some workshops really fast. How can people find out where you're going to be next? Call me. The easiest way, call my office. The number's on the screen. And ask, where can I see David? And of course, if you need a private appointment, if you want to come see me with the family, y'all all come in. Let's sit down and talk. I have an office on Camellia right here in Lafayette. In New Iberia, historic downtown, big office. Nice. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. It's been a pleasure. I learn something new every time you're here. And if you guys at home, you want to learn more, call the number that you see on this screen. We're going to post this interview too on our website, klfy.com. We'll be right back after this.